Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Hello all, welcome to the reading. So this is a pick a card on best next steps. It's a new reading type that I want to do on a regular basis that talks about practical steps to take in your connection. What can you do that is going to put you in the best place this week? We're seeking advice from Spirit on that, and we have three options. The first option is the Chrysocolla. You can see that's a beautiful stone. The colors remind me a lot of the ocean. The second one is the Coppernite. It's a beautiful rainbow hue stone. It's infused actually with copper. That's where copper comes from. And this amethyst cluster, just beautiful. So go ahead, tap in, choose your option, figure out what suits you the best. There's no right or wrong way to choose. It's really what jumps out at you. I want you to start really honing into your inner guidance and learning to trust your instincts. So a pick a card reading is a really good exercise in doing that. Go ahead and choose, watch your option. The timestamps will be in the description. I also will have the timestamp to skip the intro. It's less than a minute long, but if you just want to skip right to the reading each time, you can do that. So watch your option that you choose. If it resonates for you, you'll know that you chose right. If it doesn't resonate for you, go back and maybe choose another option. See if one of those resonates for you. Either the whole message could be for you, part of the message could be for you, or next time there'll be a message for you. All right, let's go ahead and start that reading. Okay, welcome those of you who chose option one, this beautiful Chrysocolla stone. It's a raw stone. Just love that one. Let's set that aside. And we'll go ahead and get into your reading. I'm going to start with the singing bowl to clear the energy. That grounds, that protects, and that makes sure that all the energy that we're having in this reading is positive. No negative Nellies hanging around. Okay. Let's get shuffled a bit. 1, 2, 3. Spirits, guides, angels, ancestors, protectors. Please make sure that I am an accurate and clear channel for messages for the Twin Flame Collective watching this reading. Let all the messages that come out be for the highest good of all parties involved. Thank you for being with me here today and always. I have the most amazing guides. I'm so fortunate. And you do too. Tap into them. Get to know them. Talk to them like friends, okay? They are your friends, honestly. Okay, let's see what we get. We're asking Spirit, what are the best next steps for you to take, Watcher, in your twin flame journey this week? What is needed for you? What is for your highest good and your counterpart's highest good? 2 of Swords. You need to clearly decide what it is that you want out of this connection. I know that it can be really challenging. It can be really confusing, this whole journey. But you need to get clear within yourself on what it is you want. And this is precluding anything that your counterpart wants. This is just what you, Watcher, what you want from your twin flame connection. Do you want to come into union? Do you not want to come into union? Do you want to live separately and just be at peace with each other? Make that choice within your mind, within your soul, and then work toward that choice. And I'm not saying if you choose that you do want to come into union, a lot of us do, not all of us do, but a lot of us do. If you make that choice that you want to come into union, every action that you take, every step that you take should bring you closer to that. If you do not want to come into union with your twin flame in this lifetime, if you've decided that the journey is too arduous, it's too hard, there's been too much damage, too much pain, really honestly, that's okay. You don't have to. You have to remember that time really is kind of an illusion. I mean, to the universe, the lifetime that we're living right now is a blip on the radar. If we don't get it right in this lifetime, if we don't come together in union, the universe is just like, okay, next time. So there's no punishment for deciding not to come into union. If you are with a soulmate energy, or your partner is with a soulmate energy, and you want to keep it that way, and you're happy, you're content in your life, you don't have to come into union with your twin flame. I just want to make that really, really clear. A lot of twin flames do not ever come into union, and it should not be perceived as a failure, or it doesn't have to be a pain point in your life. It can be something that you come to peace with, that you are married to this person in the 5D, and that you're always joined, and that you're on each other's side within your own lives, separate lives, okay? We don't always talk about that because so many twin flames are really focused, and especially for watching readings, a lot of twin flames are focused on coming into union because there is that magnetic pull, and you do have so much love for this person. And often they are your ideal counterpart. And so I really do focus in on, I think I hone in on the people with that energy. But there are people watching that do not have that energy, that really are not seeking that. And if you're not seeking that, be at peace with yourself. Put your energy into your life. Find the connections that work for you and be happy. That is what life is all about, is finding your joy. Sometimes we find our joy with our counterpart if we're twin flames, and that can be ecstatic. Sometimes we do not. I just felt like that was a really important message to bring through. But either way, at this point in your journey, if you're watching this, if this is resonating for you, option 1, the Chrysocolla, you're at a point where you need to truly decide within your soul, within your mind, within your heart, what you want, and work toward that thing. Don't let confusion muddle you, and I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing. Focus, okay? Get some focus. It will really, really help you. Working on yourself is working toward union. If you decide, if that's your choice, if you want union, if you decide you really want to try for that in this lifetime, and honestly, you are trying for that, right? It's a hard road that not everybody gets to the end of and comes into union. It really isn't. That doesn't always happen, but it can. I don't want to discourage anybody, because in this day and age, with the changes in the world, more light workers are needed. Twin flames are light workers, and this is part of our destiny, is to be that force for good and that catalyst for change in the world. And when you come into union with your twin flame, that magnifies your ability to do that. Okay, so more and more coming into union is needed in the world. And if you can do that, amazing. If you don't do that in this lifetime, it's okay. But make the choice and work toward the thing that you want. Decide. Okay? This one, Page of Swords. It's really important that you learn to communicate clearly what you want and how you're feeling. We do talk to our twin in the 5D, okay? We do communicate that way. However, clear, concise communication in the 3D, where we're not expecting someone to read our mind, is extremely important, because 5D communication can be really muddled, especially if you're not very good at it, or if you're not good at listening to your inner guidance to understand, is what I'm hearing really from my twin, or is it from my ego? And that can be kind of a battle learning to get to that place. I still battle that myself. So learning to communicate what it is that you want, need, desire in this lifetime in the 3D is really, really important. Work on your communication skills. Work, and this is not just with your twin. Let me make this clear. This is your life. These are best next steps for yourself, for your life. They will help with your twin flame journey, yes. They prepare you for that. But you need to learn to communicate your wants and needs to everyone in your life. Whenever you're interacting, whether it's at work, whether it's with your family or with your friends, in any kind of group setting or in an interpersonal relationship, communicating clearly. Don't ever expect someone to read your mind. Don't ever expect someone to just know. You need to learn to communicate. Very, very important. And maybe you already do, but you just need to brush up on that. Or, a lot of us get, it's one of the lessons to learn is that you really expect people that know you intimately to know your mind. And so when someone doesn't, you can get really bent out of joint. Like, how come you didn't know that I wouldn't want that, or I would want that? You should just know me. No, honey. I used to be this way. I used to do this, and it's something that I've come out of, and I'm so grateful that I've come out of it. I used to really expect people to know me and to know my mind and to just do what I would want them to do, and it doesn't work that way. Say it out loud. You can be kind about it. You can be generous about it. You can be giving and loving about it, but be true to yourself with other people. And make sure that they have a clear understanding. Communicate clearly. Okay. This one. 9 of Pentacles. I get that independence is really important for you this week. For you to really know that this is who you are. Look at the woman in this card. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't make any difference. Look at the energy of the person in this card. The person in this card is absolutely abundant and fine on their own. They don't need a single person in the world to be happy. I feel like this is something that you need to really... I'm not saying with any of these things that you haven't already worked on these things. That's not what I'm saying. Spirit is saying... this is something to take a look at this week. This is something to work on this week. You don't even have to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to work on this. What you should really be telling yourself is, okay, I'm going to take a look at these things. And if I see something that needs some work, I'm going to jump on that, right? So this inner knowing that you are good on your own without a single other person, your abundance, your happiness, your joy in life. You may want other people. I mean, we're social creatures, right? We do want other people. I'm not saying you can't have other people. What Spirit is saying is for you just to know that you're not dependent on anyone else for your abundance or your happiness. It's just something to look at. Ace of Pentacles. at the foundation of your stability. I think it's a time to look at what you're giving to yourself. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is often seen as an offer, a solid offer, a solid new beginning. And you know, these readings are not just about love. So Spirit brings all kinds of messages, and I am not just a twin flame reader. People might get that impression because I have a twin flame channel. I am a reader. I'm tapped into spirit, and I can read for any kind of subject. I just feel really drawn to be helping the twin flame community at this time. Eventually I'll probably have a general channel as well, but money is part of our journey. As stability, financial stability is something I feel like, look at what you're giving to yourself. And I'm seeing the Justice scale, right? So I'm seeing the Justice card, and as well the Six of Pentacles. So make sure that your financial foundation is sturdy enough for you to stand upon. You see how big this pentacle is, the single pentacle? It takes up the whole card, that one pentacle. It's large. It's like a plate. It's like something you could stand on. It's so stable. Take a really good look at what you do with your finances and how much you're giving away. And that could be literally like loaning money. You have adult children or older children, just giving too much money away. If you have people in your life that you support, is it your job to support them? It can even be giving, like spending too much. So are you overextending on your credit cards? Are you living way beyond your means? Look at your financial foundation. Look at what you're giving yourself. When you're saving or when you're building your financial foundation, that's giving to yourself. Putting money in the bank, holding on to some of that it's giving to yourself. It's building your own foundation. And that is just as important as giving to others. So just take a good look at that. One more of these. Temperance, yeah. A lot of us as divine feminines are strong personalities. A lot of us as divine masculines are strong personalities, okay? Whoever you are, whatever sex you are, we often are passionate human beings. We're not generally the meek and mild, right? Right? I haven't met very many twin flames who are. We're generally fairly outspoken. We're generally people that will say what's on our mind. And we have to be. When you're a light worker, you have to be willing to speak. You have to be willing to get out there and put yourself out there if you're going to help other people. That's just part of it. And so, part of your soul's evolution is learning that your voice is one that wants and needs to be heard by the universe, right? By other people on the planet. Sometimes we can be very fiery, though, and I think learning to temper that need to express, that desire to express, knowing when and where the appropriate times are, learning, and I'm really getting from this Temperance card that knowing when the right time is to talk about certain subjects. Especially you're talking twin flame journey, there's a lot of people that are not going to understand you. It's just human nature. If you haven't experienced something, you don't think it's real. And so that's something you're going to find a lot. And some of you may be finding that in trying to talk about some of the things that you're passionate about, some of the things that you're interested in, like the twin flame journey or spirituality, a lot of people aren't going to be receptive. So this learning when and where to let that passion out and speak passionately about what you believe in, when it's going to be actually beneficial. because you want to use that, you want to learn to channel that passion into something that's going to be productive, right? And so you want to know when that's actually going to be beneficial to bring it out, or when it's just going to upset people, because there's really no need to do that. Okay. All right, let's get another deck here. Best next steps. I'm going to grab the Messenger Oracle. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these cards are so sticky, they're hard to fan. Okay, but that's all right. It's all right. We get what we need. Okay, best next step, Spirit. See the signs. Really, really start paying attention to what you're guided to. There really are no coincidences. There aren't. When you see synchronicities, when you see 1111 or 111 or double digits, 22s, 33s, 55s, learn what they mean. Learn what all those, learn that 55 means change, or 555 or 5555 means change. Learn that 22 or 222 or 2222 means union or choice in love. You know, there are signs that you're getting all the time. Don't ignore them. The universe sends you stuff, okay? If you know who your twin flame counterpart is, because we're talking about a twin flame reading, I'm just going to mention this, and you hear their name repetitively, even if it's not in relation to them, but if you hear it, that's a sign from the universe. If there are songs that you have in common, they send you music. A lot of us as twin flames send each other music, or musically, you know, music has a special vibration. And so when you hear those special songs, that's a sign. Don't ignore the signs. You know, there's that old, it was a joke that I heard a long time ago. I've heard it more than once. And it's like, there's this guy and he's stuck in a storm and there's a flood, and he's really devout and he believes in God. So he's like, you know, God's going to save me. So these people come by in a boat and they offer to let him get in the boat. And he says, no, God's going to save me. And a helicopter comes by and they offer to pick him up. And he's like, no, get someone else. God's going to save me. And, you know, another boat comes by and, okay, buddy, last chance. You got to get in the boat. And he's like, no, go save someone else. God's going to save me. And he gets up to heaven, and God says, what's the deal? And he's like, I don't know why I died. I knew you were going to save me. And he's like, God's like, dude, I sent a boat, I sent a helicopter, and I sent another boat. You wouldn't get in. So, look, understand that the signs come from everywhere in the smallest and biggest of ways. Start to trust your guidance. Start to trust the universe. When you see them, take them. Okay? When you hear your inner guidance, listen. Okay? Start to trust. Okay. We are all connected. This is really, really important for you to understand. You need to find your soul family. And this is something that I really think that if you haven't put any energy into, start working on it this week. If you're on this channel watching this reading, you have found part of your soul family. I'm part of your soul family. The other readers or other people watching the reading are part of your soul family. Other readers that you feel connected to, that you watch regularly, they are part of your soul family. You can go on Facebook and there are twin flame groups and there are spirituality groups. They can be part of your soul family. You will meet people along your way. Go to your local metaphysical bookstore and meet the people that work there, or the people that are customers there. Get to chatting with people. Get to know people. Find out if there are groups in your local community that are involved in spirituality. Find your soul tribe. They are not necessarily the people that you grew up with. They're not necessarily your family. I mean, they can be. Depends on who you are and your situation. But find the people that you connect with. We are all connected. Every human being on the planet is connected. So don't think that anyone is out of your reach. No one, regardless of the status that you think that they have, is better or more than another person. I don't care if you're looking at the most popular reader on YouTube that has 100,000 followers. That person could be part of your soul family. We are all connected. We are all on the same human experience journey, okay? So really start to get comfortable with this idea that you do have soul family out here. You are connected. And it's okay to try and seek them out. It's okay to extend out invitations to people. Say, hey, look, I'm on this journey. You are too. You want to be on it together. That's how you meet people. You may not get a response. You may not get a positive response. Okay, you just go on to the next person until you find your tribe. Don't worry about rejection. Part of soul's evolution is not worrying about what people think of you. You can't worry about what people think of you. It gets in the way of your soul's growth, okay? Let's see what else we got here. One more of these. This one is popping out. Embrace the masculine. Divine feminines out there watching. You know, we know statistically that most of the watchers watching videos like this are divine feminines. Not all. I love you guys, divine masculines. If you are here, I am so happy that you're here. I really, really am. I embrace you wholeheartedly. But the majority are divine feminines. So for the feminines out there, this is a message for you. You know, I don't masculine bash. I don't want to do that. Sometimes I think all readers could sound like that, because there are things that happen in the twin flame connection, and the masculine often, you know, is behind a little bit in their evolution, which is okay. We're all in different places. And so they'll tend to do things sometimes that can be hurtful. And calling them out on those things can really feel like bashing. But understand that we're all on a soul's journey. We've all been in the same places in evolution, divine feminines. If you're a little bit further down the path than your masculine right now, remember that you were at the exact same place at one point in your soul's evolution. There is no one better than another. No one better than another. Embrace your masculine. Embrace them in their learning. Embrace them in their healing. Whether or not you decide to come into union with them and live your life with them is irrelevant. Embrace them as human beings, as the most connected part of your soul family. Okay? This is a message for some feminines out there that are struggling with that right now. Okay. One more deck. I'm feeling this one. I love the Island Time Wellness. I use this a lot. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Got a few. Oh, wow. That one popped right out, didn't it? Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger on this one. Look, either counterpart, whoever is out there watching right now, if you are not in union with your twin flame, having intimate relationships with other people is not forbidden. It's not bad. If your counterpart is caught up in other situations in life and they can't or don't want to be with you right now, find your joy. If that is an attraction to another person, it's a relationship with another person, if it's dating another person, it's okay. I said this in a reading in my last reading. It came up in one of the options. This is an important message to get out there. You are not cheating. If you are not in relationship, if you don't have any kind of agreement or commitment with your person, even though that they are your twin flame counterpart, you are not bound to any kind of 3D contract with them, okay? While they are working on themselves, even if you do want to come into union with them eventually, while they are working on themselves, you finding your joy in other people is perfectly acceptable. I'm not saying to allow some fuckboy or some fuckgirl into your life. Nobody wants that. Nobody needs that. But if the universe brings you good people, good, honest, solid people that you enjoy and that you love spending time with, it is perfectly acceptable for you to spend time with them, date them, have a relationship with them. Maybe you'll meet a soulmate. I know that it sounds impossible sometimes when you're in a twin flame connection because you love that person so much. But there are a lot of us that in this lifetime are not meant to come into union and are meant to find a soulmate. And the only way you can do that is if you allow people into your life. So I just want to point out the fact that it is perfectly acceptable to let other people into your life while your twin is off doing their thing. Because it could be a very long time and waiting energy sucks. It's bad for your connection. It's bad for you. Okay? Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, boundaries. Keep up your boundaries though. Like if you do let other people into your life, I'm not getting this as the karmic partner for your counterpart. I'm getting this as people around you. Be careful of people around you. A lot of twin flames are empaths. And so we tend to be very open to people. We tend to really give a lot of chances, and we tend to want to see the best in people. Work on your boundaries with people because you don't want to let people into your life that don't have good intentions. And sometimes those intentions are very well masked. That snake is hidden. This applies to people that you're considering dating. It applies to friends. It can even apply to family members. Just keep your healthy boundaries up. Watch for the red flags in people, okay? If you're an empath, which likely you are if you're watching this reading, a lot of you are, be protective of your energy. Be protective of yourself. Set those healthy boundaries. That is part of your lesson as a twin flame, is to learn those healthy boundaries. One more. Love. Unconditional love. This is what you're striving for. You're sending love out to your counterpart. Unconditional love. You love them no matter where they are in their journey and no matter how hard of a time that they're having, whether they're coming toward you or they're not coming toward you, whether they're with another person or they're not with another person. This unconditional love for yourself and for your counterpart is really where you want to get. That doesn't mean that you let your boundaries down, because these came out right one after another, right? In your unconditional love, it doesn't mean that you let your boundaries down and let, snaky behavior into your life. It means that you can love someone without expecting any specific thing in return. It doesn't mean you let crap into your life. Love doesn't mean being a doormat. Okay? You can extend unconditional love to your counterpart and to other people without letting crap into your life. Okay? It's a balance, and it's something to work on this week. Okay. This has been your best next steps reading for the week. I hope that it's helped you. I'm really enjoying this type of reading. I'll be back next week with another one. If this one didn't resonate for some reason, option 1, the Chrysocolla, feel free to go and watch one of the other options. Hone your instincts, okay? Thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey. If you love the content, I would love the thumbs up as that energy exchange. That's really beautiful, and I appreciate every single one. If you hit the subscribe and the all, you'll get notifications of all my upcoming readings. You won't miss anything. Thank you so much. I love your vibe. Thank you for being part of the tribe, and we'll see you next time. Hello, those of you who chose option 2, this really beautiful rainbow Coppernite stone. Isn't that pretty? Go ahead and set that aside. Let's see here. Okay. So we're asking Spirit, what are your best next steps for your connection right now? I'm going to start with the singing bowl. We'll just let that play out while I shuffle. That clears the energy. Make sure that everything is positive and grounded. Okay. One, two, three. Best next steps for option 2, those who chose the Coppernite stone. Spirit, what are their best next steps? The 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. I get that there's conflict going on for you right now. And I feel like you need to be really, really aware within this conflict in your life that winning at all costs is not the way to go. Because when you are so concerned about winning at something, and you don't consider the cost, not only to you, but to the other people involved, it's a hollow victory. So you may get what you want, you may win, but it may not feel very good to win. So when you're in conflict with other people, we have to stop and remember, especially if they're people you care about, you have to stop and remember what's good for everyone and not just get into that I have to win mode. When you have a conflict with someone and either you or both of you set it up to where it's you versus them, no one is going to actually win, right? The best way to start looking at it is you and me versus the problem. So if you can get into that energy, whereas instead of you are adversaries, you're a team working against whatever the problem is, you're going to come out so far ahead. Really, really think about that. If you have conflict with people that you love in your life right now, not necessarily your twin flame, people that you care about, whether it's your family, whether it's friends, whether it's work, start shifting your thinking. Start shifting how you look at that as you and me, as a team, because we care about each other, versus the problem. How do we work toward a solution together? Okay, that's what I'm really getting from this card. 2 of Swords, this came out in the last option as well. Clearly decide what it is you want in your connection, in your twin flame connection. It's time to really decide. Do you want to work toward union with your counterpart? Is that something you want? Do you want union? Or have you come to the decision that that's really not something that you want to work toward in this life? Maybe you want a different life. Clearly decide what it is you want and start working toward that goal. Okay? Because everything that you put your energy into if you funnel it into a purpose, you're going to come to that realization. You're going to realize that goal much faster than if you're not sure. If you're constantly on the fence, I kind of want them back, but I don't really want them back. But I mean, I love them, but they hurt me too much. And if you stay in this state of confusion, all the energy that you put into it is dispersing and it's scattering because it doesn't have a goal to go towards. This is the law of attraction. What you focus on is what you get. So if you are constantly back and forth, I want them, I don't want them, I want them, but they hurt me too much, you're putting your energy into the want of them, and then you're putting your energy into the lack. And so it's like filling up a cup that has holes in the bottom. It's just spilling out every time you put the energy in. It's just spilling out. So you need to clearly decide what you want and manifest that. Like, if you want union, focus on the positive and manifest the positive. You have to let the negative parts go. It doesn't mean that you don't have healthy boundaries and you don't set up healthy boundaries. It doesn't mean that you let bullshit into your life. It doesn't mean that you let someone push you around or hurt you. But if you want union with this person, you have to start manifesting their healing by just putting positivity into it. You can't make them heal. You can't do their journey for them. But you can put positivity into, I believe in you. I trust you. I trust that you can do this. And I trust that we're going to come to this place. So if you want union, focus on the positive, be the positive, and you will get the positive. If you keep letting all the negative shit creep in there, you're sinking your own ship. Okay? If you decide you don't want union, that is perfectly okay. You don't have to. The universe doesn't say you have to come into union with your twin flame at all. In fact, they just want you to be happy however you are happy. Right? That's the whole goal of this human experience, is to experience as much joy as possible. Look into manifestation, love. Start looking into manifesting what it is you want in your life. If you want a soulmate, if you're not up for this twin flame journey in this lifetime, if it's too much for you, honey, let it go. It's okay. You don't have to have the struggle. If you want it, get it. Go get it. You can do it. But if you don't, if you want to let it go, if you just want to come to peace with this person and live separate lives, go with joy. Do that with peace and happiness. No guilt. This is about being happy. Okay? Five of Wands, more conflict. There's something going on for you guys right now who chose this Coppernite. Let me get a drink real quick. Who chose this Coppernite stone. Let me really look at this card. My eyes are not what they used to. I have to bring it up here. I see you fighting yourself. Look at the card. Look at all those fists on the wands, the 5 fists. Usually when you see a 5 of wands like this, it's 5 different people kind of attacking each other. I see the same hand on 5 different wands. I see you fighting yourself. I see internal conflict. So not only do you have external conflict happening here with the 5 of swords, you have internal conflict happening here with the 5 of wands. Passionate internal conflict. Having this 2 of swords between the 5 of swords and the 5 of wands is very interesting. Clearly, you've got external conflict, you've got internal conflict, you need to make some choices, you need to dispel that conflict. Decide what you want. This week, this is your work. Spirit is telling you to decide what you want and end the conflicts. Yeah. 7, see? 7 of Cups, confusion in love. I can see you're confused. I can see that you really, really need to put some time and energy into this choice. You can see all 7 of these cups look the same from the outside, but there's a little different colored light coming from them. So it's almost like you have all these options and you just don't know what one to choose. You really need to work on tapping into your internal guidance system. Look at the image on the 2 of Swords here. This particular one, can't pick it up. The 2 of Swords is always blindfolded, but look at the blindfold on this one. See how she can see through it? She's using her intuition to see. It's clear because it's transparent because she can use her intuition. She's tapping in to see what she needs. And I really feel like you need to work on tapping your intuition to see what's in those different cups, to know which way to go. You need to really follow your internal guidance system. 8 of Wands. I can see that you really want to move forward quickly on something. But this conflict is holding you back. Focus your energy on what you want. This is fast energy. This is fast movement forward. You have a lot of energy. You are not one of those lay around people, right? So focus your energy into what you decide you want. Until you do, focus that energy on yourself completely. But once you've decided which way you want to go, focus your energy that way. I really feel like you could be a great manifester. If you just learn to trust your internal guidance and focus. Okay, I'm going to get another deck. What do we want? What am I feeling? Feeling the Under the Roses deck. Snake again, look at that. Be wary of who's in your environment. There is someone that you need to keep boundaries up around. It could be a karmic person on... I didn't get that from the first card, but this time, this double, I'm getting like... It could be your person is with a karmic partner that is super underhanded and is working against you. Be wary of that. Beware of that. Don't take anything with that person to be of face value. This is a side message. If there is a karmic in your counterpart's life and they know about you, especially if they know about you, do not take anything you see on social media. Don't take anything that you hear, any gossip at face value, because this person is the kind of person that will really do some deceitful things to get their way, or just to jab at you, just to hurt you. Okay. Keep your boundaries up with people. You can't trust everyone in your environment. I'm sorry. It is that way, but it is that way. Really, really getting that with that coming out twice. Just, I really dislike that card in particular. Ugh. Bad person. The Sun. Okay, this was already flipped upside down in the deck in reverse. The Sun in reverse. This person, look. This girl with the snake wants to cause unhappiness in your life. And I don't take oracle cards in reverse. I never do, but like clearly I do sometimes. Only when I'm really, really guided to. This person with the snake in your life, somewhere in your life or in your person's life, is out to cause you, in particular, watcher, unhappiness. Keep your guard up and don't let them do it. Don't let this person affect your mood, because that affects your vibration and that brings you down. Don't let this person get what they want. They're winning if that happens, right? Yikes. Okay. Let's see what else we get. 1, 2, 3. Clock Tower. Divine timing is at work in this connection. So it's really, really hard to surrender to divine timing. And then that's something you need to work on, love. I know it's really tough to wait around, but this isn't a fast process. And if you're carrying around anxiety about time, like I'm getting older, time is passing by, too much time is passing by, it can't happen, you're lowering your vibration every time you do that. So you need to come out of that energy of waiting, rush, hurry. This is only going to happen in divine timing. This is not a fast process. So if you cannot surrender yourself to that fact, you're going to have a much harder time. So really take a good look at yourself and your anxiety levels about time. And have a good talk with yourself about the fact that this isn't fast. And that you can do this if you want it. Okay? Yeah, okay, this one. Loyalty. Are you worried about your person being loyal? Are you worried about their ability to be loyal? Are you seeing them as a dog? You need to flip your perspective, love. I always find it funny that people use the term dog to describe someone that's disloyal, because a dog is the most loyal creature on the planet. I guess we use the term dog because dogs aren't monogamous, clearly. They're not people. But when you look at the heart of a dog, the soul of a dog, they are the most loyal people on the planet. So if you're looking at your person in a negative light because they have done things in the past, or they left you and they're with another person, they've made you promises, whatever it is, you have to decide whether or not you believe in this person's ability to be loyal. This choice that you have has something to do with this. Okay? Take a good look at how you feel about this. Do you have the faith in your counterpart that they can be this loyal person to you, this loyal heart? Or do you just view them as a dog? Take a good look. The bouquet. Are you going to accept the apology when it comes? Because it's coming. Someday. It's coming. I don't know if it's tomorrow or next week or next month or next year or when it is. But you need to be prepared. Prepare yourself. If this person comes forward to apologize for you for what they did, what will you say? Will you accept it? Will you reject it? Will you say thank you, but I'm going to live my life? Will you say thank you, but I'm going to trust you? Take a good look. Talk to yourself. Have this conversation with yourself about what the reality is here for you. Okay. Option 2, this has been your best next steps reading for the week. We'll be back next week with another one. I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your journey. If this one didn't resonate, feel free to watch one of the other ones. That's perfectly okay. I really appreciate you letting me be part of your day today. I love your vibe. Thank you for being part of my tribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Welcome to those of you who chose option 3. It's this amethyst crystal. My cat is hanging out with me today. Here's Lucky. So he says hi. So if you hear him wandering around, just ignore that. Okay. So, let's get going. We're asking Spirit, what are the best next steps in your twin flame connection this week? We really want to know what's going to be for your highest good. Okay. So we're going to start with the singing bowl. Not clears the energy so we only have positive energy and we're grounded. Best next steps for option 3, the amethyst. Best next steps for option 3, the amethyst. Okay. Well, there's definite break in the cards there. 3 of Cups. I feel like for option 3, those who chose the amethyst, there's a third party situation happening here. Most likely a romantic third party situation, though it could be another kind of relationship for some people. I feel like you need to get to a place where you know who and what it is that you want in your life. I don't know, Watcher, if you're in a third party. And I get a karmic third party. I don't get a soulmate. Okay, if you're with a soulmate and you're happy, or your person is with a soulmate energy and they're truly happy, this isn't your option. This is for people where there is a karmic connection happening that needs to end. I'm getting with the 3 girls here that they look like the same person almost, right? You can't duplicate a person is what I'm getting here. If you are with someone because you were trying to replace someone else, that's not a good reason, okay? And I'm not talking about people in a happy relationship. I get that there is someone here who either the watcher or their counterpart is in relationship with someone specifically, and even if it was an underlying cause, even if at first you didn't understand it, but I think you do now. Someone was in a third-party connection with a karmic partner because they were trying to replace the love that they had with someone else. And you can't clone people. It just doesn't work. I tried to do this myself at some points in my journey. And I have learned over time that you cannot do that. You cannot replace a person. You cannot replace their love. We are all unique. You can definitely find new people that can make you happy. But if you were literally looking for a replacement, it's not going to work. Page of Pentacles. There needs to be some kind of communication here about stability. Your watcher, your counterpart does not know your position on this connection. They do not know that you can be a stable counterpart. Or this could be vice versa. Remember, you can always switch the energy if this is your person. It needs to say this to you. Someone here in this connection needs to let the other person know that they are a stable person, and that they do want a new start. This communication needs to happen. If Watcher, though, if this is a best next steps reading, I feel like it's something you need to work on. I feel like this kind of communication about who you are as a stable partner. Okay, so I'm getting some different scenarios in my head. One of them I'm getting is that when there was a separation, when there was a breakup, you might have gone a little around the bend, as many of us do. Don't feel bad about that. So you might have acted in some really erratic ways, and your counterpart might not understand that that wasn't characteristic of you. So showing who you are, showing that you are a stable, solid person, communicating that effectively is going to be really important for you. I think that even if you're not in communication with your person right now, you need to start working on how you're going to do that. It's going to be important for you. 2 of Wands. This passionate choice. You know, we got the 2 of Swords in the last 2 options. And I'm not drawing very many cards. So this choice to be made is really important for everyone right now. The Two of Wands is a little bit different than the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is more tenuous. It's like I'm blindfolded and I can't see which way to go. The Two of Wands, you can clearly see. Look at this person is looking out over the distance. You can clearly see the choice. You know your choice. You just actually need to make it. So, Watcher, there's a choice in front of you that you need to actually work on physically, tangibly making. There's distance between you and this person. Whether it's physical distance or emotional distance. I'm getting physical distance for a lot of people. I think you need to communicate your choice. Having this Page of Pentacles come out right before the Two of Wands. This is a passionate choice for you, and you know what it is. Your heart and your mind are made up. You know what you want. You don't have to work on that. You do actually have to take that next step and make the choice. Actually physically make it. You need to work on that. Eight of Swords. You're feeling stuck to a situation or tied to a situation, Watcher. And you're not. It's in your mind. And that's so easy for me to say, right? I'm just the reader. However, Spirit is telling me that with the Eight of Swords, that you feel bound to something that you are not actually bound to. You feel like you can't talk, you can't communicate, but you can. You feel like you can't see, but you're surrounded by 8 swords here. You could lean down and cut yourself free at any moment. This feeling stuck is in your head. And you need to come to a place where you understand that and cut yourself free. If you are bound, you are keeping yourself bound. No one else is doing that. I'm getting some scenarios here. Like, I'm getting one scenario where you're with a karmic partner and they're feeding into your insecurities and they're feeding into your sense of guilt and responsibility. Trying to make you feel like if you leave, they're not going to be okay and it will be your fault. When the truth is, every human being, every human adult on the planet is responsible for themselves. And part of your karmic lesson, Watcher, is to, if this is resonating for you, there's going to be different scenarios here, but if this one is resonating for you, Watcher, part of your karmic lesson here is to learn that you have to let people be responsible for themselves. You are enabling someone. That's codependency, and you are an enabler. If you stay with someone that says that they're not going to be okay without you, when you know that you're not happy with them, it's time to cut yourself free. Time to make that choice. Time to give that offer, that communication. There's really, I think there's some masculines watching this reading. I don't know why I think that. Not all of you. Some of you are feminines and might be in some similar situations. This might not be with your counterpart. This could be with another situation in your life. This might not be your counterpart that you're feeling stuck, tied, and bound to. This could be something else in your life. Pay attention to where you feel stuck and learn where you can cut yourself free. Knight of Cups. Don't offer your love lightly. So in the last couple of readings, I've had the card come up for dating, talking about it's okay to date outside of your twin flame connection, especially if the other person is embroiled in something else or taking a long time. You don't know when or if they're coming forward. You need to find your joy. This is a caution, actually. It's okay to do that. That is true. It is okay to do that. It is okay to find your happiness out there. Look, bed hopping isn't going to make you happy. It isn't going to fill the hole of your twin flame. Giving your love lightly is not going to make you feel better. Just a caution from Spirit. I'm not making any judgments. just be careful where you spread your love around, because I don't want you to end up feeling hollow because of it. Okay. Got another deck. What am I feeling? We're going to go the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. Best next steps. Best next steps for the next week. 1, 2. Spirit of the Witch. Magic, psychic, sorcery. Is there someone in your sphere practicing dark magic? I'm not getting light magic from this. I'm not getting light worker. I'm getting... This is this came out before I even did my fan. This is a side message for someone out there. There could be someone in your sphere dabbling in dark magic and maybe even succeeding a bit. They're going to get their karma in a huge way for that. You don't do that. And if you do use dark magic in a negative way, you're going to end up paying for it. A lot of people just don't understand consequences and how the universe works. But watch or be really, really careful of who's in your circle. Protect yourself. Call on Archangel Michael to protect you. Surround yourself with a bubble of light protection from your own inner power. You can even do a freezer spell. Look that up. It's not harmful. It's literally just protecting yourself. So think about this, though. Think about who in your circle might be doing that. There's a possibility, okay? This is not for everyone. This is going to resonate for a few people out there that needed the message from Spirit. This is a side message. But it's an important one. Put that back on. Wow. I hate that energy. See, it even made me use the word hate. Don't like it. 1, 2. They're flipping. Okay, wow. We're on another one. Oh, this is bizarre. Okay, so this is coming out on top. A side message coming out on top of the sorcery card. Spirit of Elixirs, Intoxication, Uninhibited, Shameless. Elixirs. Okay, watch what you're consuming. If there is someone questionable in your environment that is giving you food or drink, be super careful what you take. And I know this sounds like crazy and alarmist, right? There's a time in my life where I would have thought this was all nuts. But listen, someone out there, someone is giving you tainted food or drink and getting drink. Don't let anyone else mix your drinks. Okay? Don't let anyone else mix your drinks. If you are drinking alcohol especially, don't let another person mix your drinks for you. Don't let another person have access to your favorite bottle. They could be putting something in there that is harmful for your health. This is just a caution, okay? Yuck. Bad energy. Let's, hold on. It's freaking me out. Clear that out. I don't even want to think about it anymore. I do not like to focus on the negative. Okay, but what comes out. Spirit wants us to know what Spirit wants us to know. That is for someone's highest good out there, and I hope you take the message, and I hope it helps you. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm also getting love potion. Love potions don't work. So this is something to understand. You can't force someone to love you. And so if you try a love potion, you drink it yourself or you give it to another person and you think that's going to work, it may have a temporary effect for a little while that gives a person a euphoric feeling about you, but it's going to wear off and it's going to turn black and nasty. So don't ever do a love potion. Just don't do it. It's not a healthy thing to do at all. You never want to try and force someone's love. Okay. Again, just bad energy. Let's clear that out. Okay, we're good. Best next steps for option 3, the amethyst. Spirit of fire, passion, creativity, spark. Get into your passion. What interests you? What makes you feel alive? Those things that you've put aside that you love to do, pick one of them back up. Pick something up, find some time, even if it's a little time during your week, to do something that really sparks your creativity and passion. That is going to raise your vibration exponentially, okay? Spend some time on what sparks your inner fire. Spirit of the swans. Grace, elegance, poise, but the spirit of the swans is the twin flame connection spirit here. Tap into your twin flame connection. If you want union, or if you want peace with your twin flame, spend some time meditating, just talking to them. You can talk to them out loud and hear them respond in your head. Spend some time tapping into your connection. Spend some positive energy time, where it's just positive, where it's just love, okay? Spirit of the dwelling place, home, structure, foundation. Spend some time on your home. Make your environment beautiful. Make it happy. Make it somewhere where you love to be. Really focus on that and spend some time on making that place where you spend the most time feel peaceful, where you feel home. Okay. Spirit of the skulls, depression, illness, melancholy. If you're having issues with some depression or with some melancholy, just feeling blah, part of it may be your physical space, right? Because this came out right after Spirit of the Home. So clearing your physical space and making it feel like a space of love and light is really going to help with your mood, with your feeling of melancholy or depression. I know that doesn't cure depression, especially if you have clinical depression, but it will be very helpful. And if you need to get help in doing this, recruit some help, okay? Maybe it's just that you need to make your space feel enjoyable. Maybe it's that you need to clean it out. The less clutter and confusion that you have around you, the more clear you are and the more your creativity flows, the more your spirit relaxes. Okay? That raises your vibration. One more deck. Let's see what else we get. I want to get a couple more cards. I'm feeling island time. Let's see what we get from there. Let's see, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm getting this one. Oh my God. Girl with the snake. How can this come out so much? Okay, look. In option number 2, this came out, like the girl with the snake came out twice. There could be someone in your environment that is really, really toxic. Be very careful, and you might want to watch option 2. It could be that more than one option is for you. It could be that there are some best next steps in there for you. So if you're watching option 3, I really suggest you going back and watching option 2. Could be that Spirit just had more to say to you than they could get in one option. Be careful of who you're letting in your circle. There is someone with the message that came out before about sorcery and the message that came out about elixirs, and now we're getting girl with a snake. I'm really, really getting some bad bruja energy here. Someone dabbling in dark crap. The spirit of the skulls is like calling to me right now that I think they might be feeding into your depression. I think they might actually even be causing it to keep you stuck. So be really careful allowing this person around you, anywhere around you. If there is someone prone to negativity, you might want to get them the hell out of your circle. Like, quick. I'm really getting a bad vibe for someone here, or maybe more than one person here. Just be really careful. I think it's a feminine energy. We keep getting, it's a girl 3 times, right? You didn't watch the other option yet. So there is a feminine energy who is dangerous, dark, and bad. Keep your boundaries up with them. This is a narcissist. This is someone playing God. Not good. Not good. Okay. Not today. Not dealing hurt. Avoiding a conversation. Look, you know who this person is. You know who this toxic person is. Get them out of your life. Don't tell me not today. I'm sorry. Free will. Do what you want, right? But Spirit is saying, stop arguing. Stop procrastinating. Get them out of your life. This is hurting you. This person is hurting you. I don't think you even know how much. Yikes. This is not resonating. This might not be your option. But there is someone bad in your circle, or your person's circle, one of the two. Karmic, look, this is a karmic relationship. Karmic cycle with this person. Karmic relationship. They are angry with you. This person is, look at this, still angry. You're avoiding a conversation with them. Look at this. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation. Still angry. This person is angry with you for something, and I think they're not showing it. I think they're two-faced. I'm getting like the Batman movie with Two-Face, the character Two-Face. They are actively trying to hurt you. This is nasty stuff. Yeah. I do not like this. Okay, no more. We're done. That was enough. Sorry, this felt like really negative ending, but I feel like it's a warning message for someone that really, really needs it. I don't like to buy into a lot of drama and crap, but when Spirit brings it this strong, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. Tap in. Listen, tap into your twin. You need their support right now, even if it's just on the 5D, even if it's mental. When you're alone, when you're by yourself, just have conversations with them, because they are your divine counterpart. They have beautiful energy for you, waiting for you, just waiting for you. You need all the strength you can get. Tap into their strength. They will help you. If you tapped into your counterpart in the 5D, they would help you. I mean, in the 3D, they would help you. Consider that as well. I know that you don't want to drag your crap into their world, but wherever you need to get the strength to get the fuck out of this situation, you need to get it. Scary. Okay. All right. Thank you, option 3, for watching. I hope this helped you. I know that this won't resonate for everyone. If this doesn't feel like your connection, if this energy wasn't you or your counterpart, feel free to go and watch the other options. Thank you for letting me be part of your day. I really appreciate it. I love your vibe. Thank you for being part of my tribe, and I will see you next time.